Hi there, my name is Rachel, and today is a Yin Yoga practice focusing on the mantra, I am accepted. I am accepted. When you're ready to practice, find a space in your home that's spacious where you can spread out a mat or even just a comfortable place on the floor. We're going to start today's practice in meditation lying on our backs in Savasana. You can bring the arms out alongside the body and the feet stretching long with the feet flopping to the sides. Or if you'd like to place perhaps the left hand on the heart and the right hand on the belly, you may do so. It's nice to be able to connect with the breath. The hands on your torso. You can feel with each inhale, the torso expand, the chest lift, the belly fill with air. With each exhale, you deflate like a balloon, connecting with yourself, holding space for yourself. I invite you to call to mind someone in particular who accepts and loves you unconditionally. Someone you can always count on, someone you trust. Using your imagination, remember what it was like the last time you both spent time together, when you felt the love and acceptance from this person. How did that actually feel in your body? Using your memory and your imagination, call those emotions, those warm feelings of safety, of security, back into your body, back into your memory, as if you were feeling them now for the first time. I am accepted. I am accepted. Holding that affirmation before you in your mind's eye. Take an inhale, breathing some life into it, and exhale. Let it go. You can call it back to your mind as your intention for practice as we begin our Yin Yoga sequence. Today, very simply begin to prop yourself up on your mat. Come to a sitting position. We're taking Janu Shirshasana. Bringing your right foot in towards the inseam of your left leg, the center of your seat. Stretch your left leg out long. Settle your seat a little bit. You may need to feel grounded by shifting the flesh out of the way. But then when you're ready, take an inhale, reach those arms to the sky. And then exhale, begin to turn your torso so that your chest is facing this left foot. And then fold down over it. Finding a position that you can hold for a few moments here. Reaching out long through the crown. And as we settle into the pose, we begin to inquire of our bodies. First, where is our edge? Where do we feel the stretch in our body? And for this Janu Shirshasana, perhaps you feel a stretch along the hamstring. Perhaps you also feel a stretch along the right side of the back. This is not our simple forward fold. We get, because of the twist, a little bit of a back stretch as well. As we inquire, we search in our bodies to where we feel the stretch, where we get the most nourishment, Once we find that place, we settle in and we let the pose work its magic. We breathe. We draw the breath in. One of our anchors throughout our practice. Persistent inhale and exhale. With each inhale, we send nourishment to these areas that are opening today. Perhaps it's a bit about that hamstring right now in the left leg. Maybe it's a little bit about the right part of our back. Wherever you're at, whatever you feel, be present with it. Hold some space for it. All of the sensation, the whole experience. Noticing if your edge moves, if your body allows you to settle in deeper into the pose. Or perhaps you notice the longer you're here that it would be best if you eased off the intensity of the stretch. Listening to the body, the signals and the messages that it sends. On your next inhale, begin to walk it back out of your fold, and we'll take it to the other side. So we'll extend the right leg and draw the left foot in to the inseam of this right leg. Send the right leg out long. Settle yourself. Maybe adjust your seat so you feel grounded, setting up your foundation first. And then inhale, extend those arms overhead. Then exhale, twist out over your right foot before you fold. Now down over this extended right leg, our Janu Shirshasana on the other side. This leg might be different than the other, and that's fine. We're not symmetrical beings. So as we settle into the pose, we find our edge. We find where it is that we will get the nourishment from this side of our bodies, this stretch here, in this part of us. Maybe you can touch the foot. Maybe you can't. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you feel. Our Yin Yoga practice, because we hold these poses for longer, allow us to address some of the deeper tissues in our body. Some tissues that are harder to stretch. Our muscles are soft. They're easily stretched. When we hold these poses for a long period of time, we give the opportunity to the fascia, connective tissue. It's a little bit more rigid. It serves its purpose. It sort of holds the body in place so we're not blobs moving our way through life. Some amoeba-like human being. Our connective tissue and our fascia give some structure to the body. But to reclaim that range of motion, especially as we age, has to be a practice of addressing that fascia. As we age and it gets harder and begins to shrink wrap around our joints, we need the opportunity to hold these long stretches that stretch out that fascia tissue. We can have all of that range of motion that we continue to enjoy throughout our lifetime. Are you still breathing as you feel the stretch along the left side of the back, on the underside of the leg? Are you still present with your emotions, with the sensation of the body? On your next inhale, begin to gently walk it back out from over top of this right leg. And then we'll send both legs out long. Maybe adjusting your seat, setting up for caterpillar pose or Paschimottanasana, forward fold. Take your inhale, reach your hands overhead, and then exhale, extend out over your legs. Allowing yourself to be soft. Being present here with the sensation of the hamstrings now as we open them up. Our breath. Focusing our attention on that. And our other anchor, our mantra. I am accepted. I am accepted. Perhaps it's here in your forward fold. You call back to your mind those feelings. Your memory and your imagination brings those feelings of acceptance back to your attention. You are accepted. You are accepted in this world, in all of the spaces that you moved through throughout your day, the different roles that you play, be they your job, relationships within your family or friends, any other groups, social groups that you're part of. You are accepted. You're accepted regardless of the people that make up those groups. You are accepted intrinsically because you are valuable intrinsically. You add value to this world and to these spaces because you exist, because you are wonderful, just as you are, without having to change anything. Thank you for being here. Thank you for what you contribute by simply being you, by simply being here. On your next inhale, begin to come back out of your forward fold. And from here, lie back into your Savasana, the place where we began. Palms face the sky, feet flop open, eyes gently close. I invite you to call back to your memory, your imagination, those feelings of acceptance you received from that person that you loved. For a few moments here, just basking in those beautiful feelings. You are accepted. If you have moments to spare here in your Shavasana, I invite you to do so. When you're ready to finish, gently press yourself back up out of your Shavasana. We'll meet in a cross-legged seat with our hands at our heart and our eyes closed. May you know that you are always accepted for simply being you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. It's always an honor leading us in these flows. Until next time, goodbye.